So I wanted to talk to you today about my story, about my journey of transformation, because I feel like it's important to talk to you face to face, as it were, to let you know about what transformations I've been through to get to where I am, because that shows, as well as seeing me face to face talking like this, it shows that I have changed. You see, 2014, I started my first blog, and I didn't know what the hell I was gonna start it for. I started it for something to do, and back then, I was. You wouldn't see a picture of me. You wouldn't see a video of me. I never did any videos. I never had any pictures. I didn't share my Facebook page with anybody about what I was doing. My mum knew what I was doing, but that's it. I shared it on Twitter where nobody was, so I could tag the authors of the books I was reviewing and share them, And that got me a lot of traction with the blog I was doing. That when I stopped doing that about a year into it, because I went through this massive book issue with books. And I can't remember what. There's a phrase for it, I can't remember what it is. But basically, I stopped being able to read the books. I couldn't. I was reading so many books, and then by the end of that year, I went through this book lull, if you will, where I couldn't read them anymore. And if I couldn't read a book a week, at least I couldn't put the blogs out there I was doing, and I lost the momentum, and I never got it back. But I wouldn't put videos and pictures out there and nothing, and I was anxious all of the time. I got to the point where I was scared to go outside. I was scared to leave the house. I was getting several panic attacks a day, major panic attacks, and in constant fight or flight mode. It was that constant state of anxiety all of the time, and it's exhausting as fuck when you're anxious all of the time. I was anxious my entire life for years. Several major panic attacks a day that meant that I was at a stage where I couldn't leave the house alone. And when you've got a child, that is a problem. I thought it was a problem, at least for me. That was a problem. He was a young child that didn't deserve to be stuck in the house all the time. He didn't deserve a mother that was scared to go out, that was scared to do things on her own with him, that was scared of even being in her own house. I couldn't be in my own house alone. I was so scared. I had to at some point, but it fucking terrified me. And I knew then that I had to change. I knew then that I had to do something about it. It was a now or never kind of moment that I got to the point where, you know what, I'm at rock fucking bottom here. And the only way is up. And that's exactly what I did. I joined the network marketing company in 2015. I joined it because my friend was in it, and she was telling me, she was saying that how much it helped with her anxiety, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. But that meant I had to put my face out there. Had to push myself out of my comfort zone. Had to have videos, and I had to do pictures, and I had to actually put myself out there to run this business. It didn't work, not for me. It works for some people, and it just didn't work for me, not at the time. Not in the way that I wanted it to. But it worked in the best way possible. It worked in the best way possible because it introduced me to my mindset coach. It introduced me to personal development, to reading non-fiction books, to self-education for myself in different ways. I always loved education anyway, but I didn't know how. I was never into personal development as such. And then when I joined network marketing, I'm no longer in network marketing, but when I was, it led me to the massive transformation. Excuse me. It led me to the massive transformation I went through. And that is why I'm here today. It's important to share that start of my journey and where I was. Because I was so fed up, frustrated, sick to the back teeth of living the way I was. I was resigned to living a life of feeling mediocre, feeling worthless, feeling useless, feeling not having any confidence, being frustrated, being anxious, being scared. That's where I lived. That's how I lived my life. And it's not about me saying, yeah, you can just change easy just like that. Because it's fucking hard work. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't easy. But it was the journey I went on that helped me to realise what I needed to do to get to where I am now. And I changed so much. I learned who I was. I learned what my purpose was. I learned to change my mindset. I gained confidence. I gained knowledge. I knew then, but if I say now, I'm confident I can go out on my own. I don't even need my son with me to go to the shop. I can just do it if I need to. I don't have to do it alone. I can take pictures of myself and put videos of myself like this. And I'll share my story, I'll share my videos, I'll go live, I'll do what I need to do. Outside of business, I'll do what I need to do outside. And I'm not going to tell you now that I'm not scared sometimes when I do that. I'm not going to tell you that my anxiety has gone away completely, because it hasn't. Sometimes it comes back, sometimes I have a panic attack. But it's nowhere near what it was. I can go days without a panic attack now. But I couldn't even go a few minutes without one before. That to me is success, right? It's success because I've changed, because it's made me who I am today, because it's made me the person I am today, the confidence I have today. It's done what I needed to do. That's because I learned who I was. That's because I stopped trying to be like everybody else and decided to be who I am, to share who I am, to share my voice like I am, to swear if I want to swear. I swear in real life. Why not do it online too? What's the difference? Absolutely none. I need to be who I am. I need to share who I am. You do too. The purpose of me telling you my story today is I want you to share it so you can hear my voice, so you can see what I'm like now. I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always confident. I didn't always know who I was. I didn't always know what I wanted to do in my life. I didn't always see my worth. Today I do, because I know who I am. And I'm not afraid to show who I am. I'm not afraid to tell people what I think, who I am, what my beliefs are. It's all part of being human. It's all part of life, learning, growing and developing. Some people don't ever change. And that's the sad part, right? That some people never grow into the person who they're meant to be. And I'm here to tell you today that you can change. You can be that person you want to be. You can be that best version of you that you want to be. Authenticity sets you free. Authenticity really does set you free. It helps you to be who you are. It helps you to show up as you, completely as you, warts and all. I'm not saying I'm completely positive all of the time, that I'm amazing all of the time. I'm not saying I don't have bad days. I'm not saying I don't have a quick temper and I don't swear. And I'm this big, nice, fluffy, fairy princess. I'm not. Nowhere near. And that's okay. You don't have to be. You don't have to be anybody. You have to be you. And that's all you can be. So I hope you found my story useful. And I hope you found that story useful. And I will speak to you soon. Bye.